Well, 10 to 9 in the morning, and showered, several times during the night. I got 18 kilometers to go today, 18 plus. Oh man. Nothing to do but get out of bed, step one. All right. All things considered, I mean, it rained a bunch last night. I will certainly take this. Oh, another glorious morning. Man. I haven't had the greatest weather later in the day, but the mornings, all but one, have had blue skies and I've been able to see the clouds. I'm starting to count myself as pretty fortunate at this point. Well, 10:30, I'm out of here. It's been a beautiful morning. Really nice. First objective is to go down there, cross, get my knees in the water, refill my water. Yeah. Well, goodbye, OUTRA'M'S shower. Goodbye, unnamed creek cascading waterfall that weirdly also comes straight out of the side of the hill. Moving on. All right, I'm right across from this little camp on this opposite bank. And I don't know if it's on purpose or what, but there's a way down there like that, right? So it's a way up. I will cross about like this, and then this part here is a bit of a question mark, but I can see rocks. So that is going to be kind of a bastard. Maybe across this, but it's even faster. And then I will climb up that. All right. Boy, oh boy, don't try that unless it's September. That's all I can say. Came up to just below my knees, but it's fast, right? Good times. Okay, ready to go. It's 5 to 11. It took me 25 minutes to walk down here and do that. Doing a crossing takes time, but a heck of a lot easier than climbing up and around OUTRA'M'S outlet. Let me tell you that much. Bushwhacking and probably the worst part of this whole thing. So I managed to skip that. Fantastic. Oh man. Well, hammering through all this, I've put on my rain pants. You can see what's already happened to them. And now I've stopped and put on my rain jacket too. I mean, it's just, you can see my pack's already getting wet. Everything got a good soak, so there's just no choice in the matter. It's either that or I get soaked too. All right, this is my first waypoint of the day. Unfortunately, I think it's basically the only one, and then it's all the way to the cabin, like quite a ways in forest, but I think I'll be able to just rock hop this. Oh, I did it, but just barely. I think it was like just about into the top of my boots. Yeah, a bit of a risky decision there. Might have got my water in my boots again, but this time I didn't pay the price. Oh man, I've only come 450 meters since that rock hop. It is so slow. Because everything's wet and this trail is so rooty, the roots are wet and they will send you flying if you're not careful. They're so slippery, so gotta be every single step careful, careful, careful. Well, I've established my next waypoint, and that is the next crossing, which is about 2.2 kilometers. That's as the crow flies. So that's what you do, right? Just next waypoint, next waypoint, next waypoint. Just break it up. Well, when I first came through here, I didn't go down here to check this out, but now I will. I mean, you gotta have something different on the way back, right? Nothing mind-blowing, but not bad, you know? A little something different. Well, I have earned my break. Look down here how there's just a little bit of mist coming off the river. It's kind of cool. Well, I'm not even halfway to the cabin. But this is quite the nice view to stop and check out, so. Little by little. This cabin trail is, you know, nice thing about walking back is the farther I go, the nicer it'll get. And this trail to the cabin is definitely crappy, so I'll be happy when I'm finished it. Alright, so just up there's that crossing. I figure I might as well shed everything now. Okay, now I got that done. It's slow. Feels like it's taking forever, but it's getting done. Well, I'm almost done about 5 kilometers of straight forest. No sights at all of the Castleguard River in that time. I thought I would come find that old camp, and I found it. No evidence of it being used this year, I don't think. A lot of new needles on here. Haven't looked around much, but this is all I got so far. Well, that's it. There's that, and there's a few spots for tents. That's it, that's all. There was sure never any love for this Castleguard Meadows. It was always meant to be rustic Banff National Park. There was never, you know, official fire pits or anything buzzed in here. Yeah, well, almost to the cabin. Well, this is a surprise. I went down the other side of the river, went down there for a little bit before crossing and finding the trail. Really, I was supposed to go this way. Now I understand. There's 2 ways you can go here. So you're supposed to go down there so you can see the blaze and cross and find the trail on the other side. I went up here thinking this was nicer, and you could see that there was cut. And I don't know, I still don't know what this trail was for, because it just led me into nowhere. Anyway. All right. Cross off that milestone. I'm gonna head down to the river, find a nice spot, and have my lunch there. That trail, it's 11 kilometers to the cabin. It took me 4 hours, 45 minutes. That is slow. Ooh, that trail is just a lot of fun, I tell you. All right, goodbye Forest Trail. In the old days, this is where the fire road finished. So now it's old fire road all the way to the highway. All right, so turns out heading down to the Alexandra River is probably 300, 400 meters off the trail, but I want a nice place to have lunch, and I want to see something different than I did on the way up here. And I'm not in some kind of hurry. I mean, what I have left is easy, except for 2 areas with lots of downed trees. So Why not? Well, I clearly found it. It's been used this year, no question. This is really outstanding here. I missed out by staying at the cabin, but I mean, I didn't know. I didn't know that the trail didn't really go by this. Suddenly I was climbing to the cabin. I didn't want to go back down, so. It's not very often I take my shoes off and walk around in my Crocs and just, you know, get some soup, just truly enjoy a spot. This is spectacular. Like, this is so nice. Oh yeah. Obviously someone else liked it too, because here's some footprints. I'll even prove they're not mine. Look. Ugh. There's mine. Ugh. Yeah, these Crocs don't even have anything on the bottom of them. They don't make any footprints. That's pretty outstanding right there. So the trail I took goes down that one. This is the Castleguard Valley. Now the Castleguard, well, I think it has anyway. I think it's joined up with this. This is the Alexandra, right? And then there's this here. So I wonder if there was ever a trail going down here. And considering that the cabin is just up there, you have to think that some wardens would have gone in there and had a little fun. I mean, why not, right? Maybe gone up this guy. Yeah. It's not very big in there. It's just a little, you know, just a little like that. But it would be pretty crazy to get underneath those guys. Oh, that was a wonderful lunch. It'd be nice to stay here, but I don't want to walk out 20 kilometers tomorrow and then walk, and then drive 4 hours back to Calgary. So I'm gonna head off to TERRACE Creek. Look at that, someone even put a little piece of flagging here to indicate that it's time to head towards the water. Here's the old fire road, totally obvious. Oh, so nice, such a big difference. This is the nicest part of it all. I mean, it is easy walking and it is amazing views, right? Yeah, this is stellar. All right, I think I just rock hopped this last time. Back up here. No problem. Here's that can I missed last time. Cans don't give me the thrill they used to. That's definitely from a different time. Well, my task is laid out before me. I go all the way to the end of that, around the corner, and then about 6-7 kilometers along the river to the bridge over the Athabasca. A few more kilometers till I get to TERRACE Creek. Well, I know there's 2 areas. Lots of blown down trees. Here's the first one. All right, here's the last one. There's actually 3 of them. This is all from the attempted fire they made. They singed the bottom. They're all leaning towards the trail. I wish they'd just come in here with a chainsaw and cut them all. I mean, then it'd be done. There'd be nothing else falling across the trail for, 10 years, right? Oh, well. All right. This is why I came here. Back support. I mean, I could go across and go out into the flats and get a similar spot than I was in earlier, but oh, back support. I want a place to sit and I want back support. Sweet. I'm pretty happy with my choices today. It's nice to sit back and have some blackbird chili. Well, pretty much everything's done. I really just have to go to bed and set up a couple of things in my tent. Time for a little night exploring, because when I came around the corner in the trail here, I saw something interesting. What's that? I'm gonna cross, and I think I can probably get up there. I'm gonna go check that out. I kind of thought this didn't seem supernatural, and then look, got a bunch of metal rods sticking out of the ground. So I think this was like a little road down to there. All right. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to learn much from this. It's a pile of wood. It's just clearly man-made. I wish I knew what used to be here. I'm gonna have to see if I can get my hands on that Castleguard book and learn about some of the history. I'm gonna look around and see if I can find anything interesting. It's really easy to walk along this, and there's chainsaw work here. Nice. This is almost what I didn't want to find, right? Look. And more chainsaw work. There's another damn trail up here. This goes somewhere new. No! Why? This drives someone like me insane. Another trail. It just never ends. Just never, ever, ever get them all. I mean, I have no plans to come back up here. I don't want to find another trail to explore. Oh, come on. Oh, this drives me crazy. Oh my God. Who would have thought that TERRACE Creek would become this enormous canyon? Wow. Sheesh. Well, I can't be going on some wild goose chase, you know, 40 minutes before dark in my Crocs, in my shorts. No food, no water, no nothing. There's two mountains in front of me, Mount Saskatchewan and the Lighthouse Tower. So I'm gonna assume these are trails to go up and do those. So they're for the climbers. Oh, that drives me nuts. That drives me crazy. Ah! Why can't I just have a sense of completion? Why? Thought about trying to walk up in there into that deal. That would have been sensational, but I'm not gonna get past this. Yeah, you can see right there, maybe, but then climbing back up, yeah. So yeah, not gonna happen. There are flaggings on the other side too. One there, one up there. There is a trail on the other side too. Oh, I don't have enough life. I don't have enough years left to explore everything. So now I'm back on the side of the camp again, and I found another old building. There's two big nails sticking up. So there was one here, and there was one on the other side. And I also found the old road actually goes straight down that way. I mean, I found the cabin way down there, and then I came, there's a trail all along here. Right, it kind of bypasses that road. Yeah. So a building on both sides. I wonder why. Some kind of cable pulley system to get things across. Anyway, mysteries. There's a rare shot. That's pretty cool. Well, better say goodnight before the light goes away. Starting to sprinkle. Surprise. My exploratory nature, you know, I find all kinds of things, but then I'll backfire on me and I'll find something I didn't want to find. You look at the topo, Terrace Creek Valley has, you know, there's all kinds of like mountains around it. You could even get to Terrace Mountain from there. And I mean, I was walking beside Terrace Mountain all the way up in Castleguard Meadows, walking to the pass. It's huge. So there's a whole slew of stuff you can get to from that valley. So the Castleettes, like Mount Saskatchewan, Lighthouse Tower, I don't know if they're all climbable from there, but clearly it's an objective, right? So anyway, good night. Morning. Almost 9 o'clock. Guess I should get up. I think every night it has rained and left me with wet stuff to deal with in the morning, right? Like I'll have to put my rain gear on again. But every morning I wake up to this. I mean, except for one. It's a pretty great trade-off, honestly. Yeah. This is one thing I've been finding pretty useful on this trip because I don't feel like putting my rain pants on and walking around in those all morning, just so that when I sit down I don't get a wet butt. You have one of these. Oh yeah. With some back support. That's all right. Well, it's all you can do in the morning, right? Let's see how much it drip dries, even just hanging, just getting the gravity on it. The amount of water that would come with me if I just packed it up like this. Yeah, who needs it? Who needs the extra ounce or 2 ounces or whatever it would be, half a pound? Well, to a very, very successful 6-day backpack. I mean, I saw everything in this valley I could have hoped for. And I even found a couple of trails yesterday where, you know, if I run out of stuff to do, maybe one day I'll come back and I'll go explore up Terrace Creek Valley. Cheers to another beautiful day in the mountains. Oh. Okay. I got my boots all strung up with the socks and everything inside because first thing I gotta do is cross. Let's have a look around, make sure you're not forgetting stuff. I already looked over where my tent was. There's 2 ways here. It turns out, as I discovered yesterday, that the fire road actually goes back there and then to God knows where. So I'll go check that out just for funsies. Or you can walk down there and go to the old cabin and then just walk around the trees and go into the kind of the bald patches of the, oh God, why can't I remember? The river flats. So you can go to the old cabin, walk around the trees, go in the river flats, and then you got to figure out where to reintercept the trail on the, that west part. You got to get up onto the banks again, right? Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna cross here. I'm gonna intercept the fire road, go down there, and see where it lands me. Super easy. I mean, it barely came over my ankle. I could have almost left my boots on. September 11th, it's a day of infamy for my generation. Yeah, that was a crazy one. Whenever this day comes, I think about, like, whatever you believe about September 11th, there's no doubt that a lot of people died when those buildings collapsed. A lot of firefighters, too. I remember where I was in Vancouver working on a movie set, and all this was going on, and we were trying to work. And we looked over our heads and we could see fighter jets flying over Vancouver, escorting American planes into Vancouver and ready to shoot them down if they went for a skyscraper. It was an interesting thing to see. Anyway, my thoughts are always with them on September 11th, on the people who died. There you go. If you come and take this old fire road, it's a nice little shortcut, but you'll never see that cabin, right? And I mean, what I did was just hike around the trees over there and then cut in, which is perfectly fine. And then you see the cabin and you walk along the creek and get to the campground. So hell, I would recommend going over there. It's a lot more interesting. All right, I'll walk along this for a while and figure out where to cut back in. Oh, it just feeds your soul. I know I have to enjoy this. This is by far the best part of my day. Then I got 11 kilometers of pretty much boring fire roads, so yeah. So this part is a little tricky, right? Gotta find the end of the fire road. Stick close to in here, but I mean, you know, what you want to do is keep walking on the flats, but if you do that, you'll never get to the fire roads. You got to get in here and find where you got to cross and kind of catch the last piece of that fire road. Anyway, it's not the easiest thing to find, so I got to stick close. You can see right there, obviously that's not it, right? Obviously cut over before, but I also made marks on my phone where you get off to, so that is very helpful. All right, so you kind of have this little stream that comes quite close. Here's a big pool. You don't want to go crossing that, and over there's a lot of pool. And I believe this is where it was, and I think the trail ended off there. All right, let's go figure this out. Oh, more clues. I'm pretty sure I can see a trail going there. I can see a cut piece of wood there. I can see another cut piece of wood there. That's trail work. So there is a trail here. Now I just got to get across. There. I remember this vividly. You come up to here and it's like, there's no way I'm supposed to keep going through that. So then you cross. All right, now there's some tricky up and downs over here until I get to the actual fire road. And then my day is, like the technical stuff is done. I'm surprised, it climbs up more than I remember. And the trail's not real easy to follow. Somebody made a nice little circle with rocks here just to reassure you. Whew. Unbelievable. I'm following the wrong trail. There is a trail with blazes hacked in the trees going straight up. And this is not where I'm supposed to be. I'm all the way up here. Here's a blaze. There's a blaze. There's another one up there. This is way higher than I should be, way higher. So I was supposed to cut over that way someplace. But someone has made blazes to go and climb whatever this is. Oh, no end to the surprises, I swear to God. It's just when you think you're done, you know, the trail, you've got it licked. All right, so I'm back to that. If you see that, you're going the wrong damn way. That's all I can say. Well, that was some unnecessary work. I found the trail again. This is how high you get. You don't get any higher than this. My goodness. This valley. Like, damn. Okay, you jog up and down the bank a couple of times. And then there it is. There's the fire road. I don't need a break yet, but I'm gonna go enjoy this. I'm gonna go sit here. You can see too that there's really not much choice in the, this is September and I still would not want to try and cross this. This probably isn't even the full wrath of the Alexandra, but it's quite a bit. I mean, the Alexandra is a pretty major river. Anyway, enjoy this one last time before I break out, before I go into the woods. Nice surprise, I actually forgot that this road follows the river for a little while, so a little bit of pleasant hiking. Jeez, I forgot how much you climb above this bastard. It's very gradual, but it's a climb nonetheless. I think it's done now anyway. It's about the only wildlife setting you get with me. I do too much yelling to see any deer. Why are you so far away from the water, buddy? Huh? All right, I'll leave you be. It's ironic that the trail in here is a fire road. They built it to come and fight fires. And now they are trying to start a fire out here. They are trying to do a prescribed fire. Talk about a flip-flop. After a while, the spider webs coming across your face start to annoy you, so start whipping around my sticks in front of me to clear them out. It's really the only way. Either that or you need to invite a buddy along and then make him go first. Yeah. Okay. Here's a little intersection. Came across this my first coming through here, but I don't think I put it on camera. There's actually another one over there, trail heading down to the river, but it goes straight down. So it's like, no, I'm not going to do that. This one here, the North Saskatchewan, is 500 meters that way. I've come around the curve now, so I'm done with Alexandra Valley, and now I'm starting to head up there. I can hear the highway, so all this means that I'm easily over half done. Anyway, a little more adventure, right? This one does not go straight down, and like I said, it's only 500 meters to the riverbank. So, I mean, the only reason I can think of this being here and the other one too, A, maybe there's some amazing camp spot down here, or B, this is a place to take canoes or kayaks or whatever in and out of the water. Horse crap. Maybe there's a good place down here to cross the North Saskatchewan on horseback. And so that cuts like 6-7 kilometers off the journey, right? There's even some recent chainsaw work. Curiosity, curiosity, curiosity. Makes me a lot of work sometimes. This did not go straight to the river. this curved away. And now it's heading out into forest, heading towards like the where the Alexandra joins up with the North Saskatchewan. That means I could possibly go 1.4 kilometers farther. I've already gone like 600-700 meters. Oh, what is wrong with me? Well, there is definitely a worst case scenario when you try out a mystery trail as far as the distance. I figured out what this one would be. Optimistically thought it'd be 500 meters there, 500 meters back. And no, it is the absolute longest possible thing I could have imagined. It is like zigzagging all the way to the very end of, right to the confluence, it seems. Down, up, over trees, through stuff. Plenty of chainsaw work last year, this year. Maybe the park staff comes through this. I don't know. And who knows, I might see absolutely nothing when I get to the end of this. In fact, there's a great chance I'll see absolutely nothing. But I feel pretty committed now, so. Well, here it is. Here's the big thing I was after. I can't believe this is it. This is it. You can see a bunch of horse tracks here. Oh my God. Well, I secretly hoped that there'd be some like other Castleguard cabin or something, anything down here. There's absolutely nothing. There's the highway. Now, I don't know where these horses go. Do they go across the Alexandria and go on some trail over there? Or do they go across the North Saskatchewan and go down there? Which makes no sense to me because you wouldn't save yourself hardly anything. The bridge that we cross, the hikers cross, is in great shape and it can handle horses. So, and yet there is recent horse tracks and there's lots of chainsaw work. Here you can see the valley I just walked down. My. Well, in a straight line, it is 2 kilometers back to where this trail started. There was a lot of zigging and zagging, so I'm sure it's at least 2.5, maybe 3. Some climbing. And I have just no desire to go walking around down here. I already spent whatever desire I had to. I mean, you can see this from the highway, right? All I did was satisfy my curiosity. I guess, you know, in 6 months or a year, I'll be happy. Ooh, yeah. But right now, it's like, oh, there's so much for my kind of relaxing backpack out of, you know, done with this trail, right? Oh. All right. Might as well get to it. Surprise, surprise, I found another trail branching off from this trail. All right, so what is that? 6 mystery trails now. There's the 2 up at right by the the Terrace Creek campground. There's 2. There's 1 that I started going up. And then there's 2 along here, and now there's 1 here, branching off from this guy. 6 mystery trails. Unbelievable. Inside Banff National Park. Not on the Gem Trek maps. Not in Canadian Rockies Trail Guide. Nothing. Mind-blowing. Well, I'm back. If I had not done that, I'd probably be like 20 minutes from the car. But I'm not. Well, you can't accuse me of, when I come out to explore something, I don't waste time. I explore. I don't just run back to the car. Oh, well. Like I said, I'll probably be happy that I went and did that in 6 months or a year. Well, 1.4 kilometers from the trailhead, and it's starting to rain. It is driving me. Nothing like a little rain to drive you back to the car a little faster, but might not be enough. Might have to don the rain gear and put up with the rain for 20 minutes, half hour, whatever it takes me to get back. Okay, one of the last obstacles on the trail. Oh. Oh. Aren't you a sight? Now I just gotta hike up to the highway and hope that my car is in one piece. It occurs to me now that I probably could have parked it down here. Did not realize. Oh. Well, I'm lucky. It never rained on me for real. It just sprinkled a lot. Oh my. The car is okay. Oh. 4 tires. Awesome. Oh man. Taking your shoes off. I always think I'm gonna put my shoes back on, my other shoes. You know, fresh socks, fresh shoes, but my feet are so happy to be barefoot. I'm just gonna drive barefoot. I mean, honestly, fresh shirt. Oh my God, not buttoned up, but I mean, oh, and a comfy chair. These are the small things in life. I did not see one person in 6 days. I think that is a record on a single, you know, on the South Boundary Trail, I went 6 days and 3/4, but like that's the biggest, longest backpack I've had where I did not see a single person. All right, not one. And if I stayed out there, who knows? It could have been like 10 days or something before I saw anybody. Anyways, all those mystery trails, you know, I might get my hands on the Castleguard book because what an interesting valley. If I ever figure out what they are or what any of those buildings are, I will put it in the description as update. All right? So, yeah, because man, what a lot of mysteries on this trail. Oh, right now I'm living for pizza. I just had to get this in there. This is a staple of backpacks now. Every time I do a long backpack, I come back and I have a big, greasy, nasty pizza. That's like, I look so forward to it. Anyway, get out there and hike, guys.